Hi, welcome to the first development video for Guerrilla Gardening, Seeds of Revolution. I'm Miguel Sternberg. I'm the artist and designer on this, or game designer on this. I previously made Night of the Cephalopods, which I did pretty much everything except for voice acting on. But this game is a lot more complicated, so I'm working with my friend Andrew here.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I'm the programmer for this.
So Andrew's going to start building a level in our level editor here. And while he's doing that, I'm going to talk a little bit about the game. So Guerrilla Gardening is a game basically about growing plants illegally while being chased by the cops. And you're doing this because the city you live in is being run by a fascist dictatorship that hates plants. So you run around, you grow plants, and what you want to do in the end is cheer up the citizens. So when they see plants, they get happy. If they get happy enough, they'll actually start to feel motivated to maybe change things and overthrow the government. The gameplay is kind of a mix of casual stealth, strategy, and adventure. You can kind of think of it as Harvest Moon for anarchists. So going back to the level here, you can see that the tiles are very simple. We don't have a lot of complexity going in here in terms of the art. We're trying to keep things very bare bones right now because we don't know what things we may want to change. We may change the size of the tiles. We may change the perspective slightly. So we want to keep things loose and easy to change. But to give you an idea of what the final game will look like, I'm just going to throw up a picture from an illustration I did for Scott Pilgrim Volume 4. This is on the back cover of Scott Pilgrim. It's a good comic. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. And you can see it's a lot more complex and rich, and this is sort of what we're going to aim for the final game. So how are things coming along here?
I'm just putting down some road tiles. We've only got the 6, but they represent more or less everything that can be done functionally. So I'm just going to put down some more grass, as we don't have that yet.
So normally in the game, grass wouldn't appear until you planted it yourself. But right now, we put it in. It makes the levels look a bit more colorful, makes us feel good. So
I've just put Molly down. This is the protagonist for the game. Without Molly, you can't play the level. So typically there should only be one Molly in any level.
Yeah, I once put down 2, and they sort of chase each other. It's really weird.
Well, things to try to avoid. Okay, so I've put down a civilian, and now I'm going to place waypoints for the civilian to travel.
So you can see he's put the waypoints right through the water, and the pathfinding that's been programmed will just make them find a path that lets them get to each of those spots in order.
Let's see here. Last civilian.
Okay, maybe throw down some trees.
Sure. So trees will be things that you should be able to hide in. They also have, well, a couple of other sort of gameplay elements.
Yeah, we'll be getting to those in the next video, probably, which will be more about the gameplay.
And let me just show you a cop.
Yeah, throw a cop down there.
So we have a cop. Let's give him a path. And let's put another cop here and give him a path.
Okay. So one of the things that's really nice with this editor is we don't have to go to another program to test stuff. All we have to do is hit a button and we're in the game. So we can go back and forth really easily, really quickly, and test out different level ideas, which will be very handy when we get into the nitty-gritty. So here, I'll start running the game. And we're in. The first thing you probably notice is that the police and civilians turned into different colored versions of Molly. That's just to save on art right now. It takes a long time to animate characters in all the different directions. So right now we're just using those as placeholders while we test stuff out. So say if there was a problem, we wanted to change something, we just hit F2 and we're back in the editor and we can go and change the world.
Sure, let's add a cop.
Add an extra cop, make it a bit more dangerous.
And give him a path There.
Okay. And we just hit F3 again. And it runs. So next video, we'll be showing you some of the gameplay we've been working on. It's still very basic, but it's something to show. And we'll see you then.
Take care.